Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. Last week we lost a rally legend in Hannu Mikkola, and I wanted to pay tribute to the 1983 World Rally Champion. So let's take a look at the best 10 rally victories the Finn scored in his 20-year career. The man who tied with Marcus Grönholm for the most Rally Finland victories with 7 each. The oldest champion in the history of the WRC and the winner of 18 WRC events. Still to this day tied for 10th in the all-time win list. Remember to subscribe, and with that, sit back, relax, and let's begin.
Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
1983, the Rally Argentina. A rally that showed the Audi dominance in the year Hannu Mikkola took the title. It was also one of the most interesting years in WRC history due to the fierce battle between Audi and Lancia. Hannu Mikkola may have taken the driver's title, but Lancia won the constructors. The Argentine rally came after a couple of bad events for Audi in Greece and New Zealand, and desperate to make up ground, they sent 6 Audis to try and conquer Argentina. Behind Mikkola came 3 more Audis of Blomqvist, Michel Mouton and Kenyan rally legend Shaker Mata. Stick Blomqvist actually led the majority of the rally, but slowed to let Hannu Mikkola pass as Mikkola was Audi's preferred driver for the title. It was still a very impressive rally for Mikkola and showed what Audi could do when the terrain got a bit slippery. 1975 Rally du Maroc. The Peugeot 504 was a tough and durable car, and it was the grueling rally of Morocco in 1975 where it proved it most. Notable because Mikkola's co-driver was none other than Jean Todt, the current president of the FIA. The Fiats of Marco Alain and Bjorn Waldegaard had the early advantage, but after the first couple of stages Hannu Mikkola dominated the rally in his Peugeot, beating his fellow Peugeot driver Bernard Constant by nearly 2 hours. It was only his second rally win, but a very impressive one nonetheless. 1981 Rally Sweden. This was only the second rally for the brand new Audi Quattro, the car that would take Hannu Mikkola to his biggest successes, and was the only manufacturer he would win with after this point. The car had made its debut in Monte Carlo, but reliability proved to be an issue. Having fixed the wrongs of the previous round, the Audis arrived in Sweden with a huge advantage: 4-wheel drive, and with the ability to get out the corners faster than any other cars, Mikkola dominated the entire rally, never looking back. He would end up beating the Fords driven by fellow Finns, Ari Vatanen and Pentti Rikkala, with nearly 2 minutes to spare. 1974, the Thousand Lakes Rally Finland. Hannu Mikkola's first ever victory came at home in Finland. It was just his 7th WRC rally entered, and he led home a Works Ford 1-2 ahead of fellow Finn Timo Mäkinen. It was Timo Mäkinen who led early on, but around the halfway stage, Hannu Mikkola powered into first place and held the lead to the end, despite a late charge from Timo Mäkinen with another Finn in third, Marco Alain in a Fiat 124 Abarth. 1978 RAC Rally. The RAC Rally is one Hannu Mikkola had a lot of success on over the years. One of his best was the 1978 victory. Even after a spin in the opening stages, he'd climb to the top of the leaderboard by the halfway point and lead to the end, bringing home a Ford 123 with teammates Bjorn Waldegaard and Russell Brooks following the Finn home. But no one could get near Hannu Mikkola, who won by a cool 5 minutes. 1984 Rally de Portugal. Hannu Mikkola's last full year in the WRC saw him take the 17th victory of his career in Portugal in the Audi Quattro A2. He led home the Lancia 037 of Marco Alain by just 27 seconds, with another 2 Lancias chasing further back, driven by Italians Attilio Bottega and Miki Biasion. The Lancias looked like they would dominate early on, first with Henri Toivonen leading, then Marco Alain, Miki Biasion and Attilio Bottega switching back and forth after Toivonen retired. But Mikkola took the lead on stage 28 and kept it all the way to 45 and the finish line. 1987 Safari Rally. Hannu Mikkola's final rally win, and also, as of 2021, the final win for an Audi. It wasn't even the super fast Group B Quattros of old, but a rather fat and slow Audi 200 Quattro that won the Safari Rally of 1987. It was a fitting tribute to Audi, as their last rally victory was a 1-2, with Walter Röhrl entering his second to last event, finishing 17 minutes behind Mikkola. With an entry list as wide-ranged as Daihatsu Charades going up against Range Rovers, it was the Audi of Hannu Mikkola that stood tall in the heat of Kenya. 1981 RAC Rally. This was an absolutely dominant display from Hannu Mikkola. He led all but 5 stages out of 65, with only Tony Pond in a Vauxhall Chevette even briefly managing to trouble him. He took 26 outright stage wins on his way to finishing 11 minutes ahead of Ari Vatanen in a Ford Escort and Stig Blomqvist in a Talbot Sunbeam Lotus. The Audi Quattro, still in its first year, was perfect for the slippery mud of the British forests, especially in the hands of Mikkola. 1983 Rally Sweden. This is an extraordinary rally. Hannu Mikkola won the event in his Audi Quattro, followed by 3 more Audi Quattros. Mikkola would finish just 47 seconds ahead of Stig Blomqvist, with fellow Audi drivers Lasse Lampi and Michel Mouton following behind. Hannu Mikkola led from start to finish with 9 stage wins. The top 4 Audi drivers shared all but one of the stage wins between them, with Ari Vatanen taking a single stage in his Opel. It was the most dominant Audi victory possible, but it was also achieved with the absence of the Lancia team, who sat out of the event, the slippery snow conditions clearly favouring the Audis. But this was the first of 4 victories in 1983 that took Hannu Mikkola to the driver's title. 1982 1000 Lakes Rally Finland. This is one of the best rallies ever, a tit-for-tat battle between Audi teammates Hannu Mikkola and Stig Blomqvist. They traded the lead early on in the rally, but Hannu Mikkola would take the lead on stage 19 and keep it, but Stig Blomqvist pushed him all the way and lost out by just 28 seconds. No one else was in contention, with the Mitsubishi Lancer of Pentti Ricola over 4 minutes behind the pair. Amazingly, the top 17 was filled with 16 Scandinavian drivers, with Russell Brooks 6th place in the Vauxhall Chevette, the only non-Scandinavian. Not to mention that 15 of the top 17 were Finns, with the top Finn being Hannu Mikkola. So that is my list of top 10 Hannu Mikkola WRC victories. Do you agree or do you disagree? Leave a comment with your thoughts and any Hannu Mikkola memories you might have. Here's one of the first rally drivers I knew due to some old videotapes I had as a kid. Must have been the early 90s because he was driving a Mazda. He raced in so many different cars, from Ford, Peugeot, Volvo, Fiat, Toyota, Opel, Mercedes, Porsche, Audi, Mazda and Subaru, and he will be sadly missed. So with that, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, like and share the video. Check back for more content and have a good one.